You know, the worst part about making my wife and daughter always wear their burqa is that I'm always getting them fucking confused. Like last night, I accidentally had sex with my wife.
Please, yeah, this man, that man right there, yeah, yeah, that, yeah, that man.
What does a pulse and an have in common? I don't care if she has one.
These are the type of jokes that men make and think it's funny is actually insane. Is actually insane. And y'all over here crying and whining about the male loneliness crisis. Y'all think stuff like this is funny. Stupid.
What the hell What the hell y'all say? What the hell on? What the hell married? What the hell virgin? What the hell?
Hello, my dear internet strangers. Welcome or welcome back. What is dark humor to you guys? Can't lie. I like dark humor sometimes, depending on what it's actually about. I mean, I think a lot of us like dark humor from here and there, you know. It's just sometimes just to, especially when it's about like your own experiences. Dark humor to me is like, let me give you an example. After my dad passed away when I was like 12, 13 years old, I would make the joke, well, oh, now no boys have to worry about coming home to meet him because he's so that's funny to me. Like, that's dark humor to me. Or no man will have to worry about asking for his hand in marriage because for my hand in marriage because, well, he's so it all depends on how you put it, right, as well. But dark humor to me is always about like something about like it's usually when somebody else is making it, it's usually within their experience and they're able to make it. And sometimes it's actually funny how they put it. And then it always depends on the delivery. And actually, the joke I just made, or I was implying about, reminds me of like Pete Davidson doing that, and people like got mad at him for it, and I was so confused. I was so confused. I was like, yeah, it's dark, but it's like, I don't know, it doesn't hurt anyone. And he's talking about his own father. So, yeah. But anyways, I say all that to say because after coming across this guy that we're about to talk about today, who's about this entire video, and we're going to react to some of his videos that he has on TikTok. We're going to react to that together because I can't bear to do it myself. I think I watched like a couple of them and I couldn't finish them. And I'm just so confused because I'm like, is this dark humor? Like, am I the problem? Like, am I the problem? So I need you guys to watch this with me and just make the judgment for yourselves and things like that. Because I have no clue. I don't know if I'm out of the loop. Maybe we should try to find some other, because every time I look up something dark humor, it is dark, but it's like, I don't know. The things that this guy talks about, it's not funny. It's just not funny. And I'm just like, or it doesn't make sense. Like, a joke is supposed to have like a thing that was like, okay, yeah, that's effed up, but it's I can see the humor in it. There's no humor in what this guy is saying. Now, I'm gonna show you the guy how I got introduced to this guy. And I tried to look him up to see if anybody else was like talking about him, but I don't think anyone cares enough to. So I don't know. And maybe I'm just overreacting or over exaggerating. And I don't know. Maybe nobody wants to give him. I just think it's really cringe at the very least. Okay, so let me show you how I found this guy.
So I was having a shower this morning. My daughter walked in and opened the curtain, and she looked at me and she's like, "Daddy, what's that?" And I was like, "Oh, well, that's my sweetie." And she's like, "Oh, will I ever get one?" And I was like, "As soon as your mother leaves for work."
You think that's funny? What about this joke? Hey, how's that joke? Is that a funny joke?
So
What?
So Tommy, the cowboy, he's the one he has, I don't think he's made it. He just makes like these little stitches and stuff like that, or he makes his own little content. I think he's a comedian, is he? I don't know. Whatever. I have not seen anybody else talking about this. This is weird. So I just went down in like a little rabbit hole because I was like, why does he think this is funny? And he's like making these jokes like, I don't even, here, let's continue to watch this guy. because I saved some of his, what I feel to be like, he's just not funny. It's what it seems like. Look how many freaking followers he has. If you like dark humor videos, make sure you follow me and join the crew. Oh my God, he reminds me of just like the 2010s era, the like mid 2010s, I guess 2015, whatever. All those pranksters and stuff. And what was that one guy's name? The one weirdo that like ended up getting in trouble for, sexual harassment in public, whatever, because he like randomly tried to kiss girls. Ah, gosh, his name is at the tip of my tongue. But anyways, he reminds me of one of those guys, like just that era of those weirdos doing weird pranks and messing with people. He just reminds me of just one of those guys that he just like, I guess it's supposed to be shock humor, but this is not even funny. It's not even funny. Okay, this was posted back in 2022. Let's see what he's saying, because I just want to... From what I saw, like when I was just skimming through his profile, he's not funny. He's not funny at all. So I don't understand. I just don't understand. I don't understand how he has this many followers.
Do you know why a girl with no legs can't play soccer? It's because she's a girl.
What? It's just, I don't even know what you call this. He thinks this is, who thinks this is funny? Okay, we're just gonna move on. Let's get into one of them. I was like, what is wrong with this guy?
So what's the difference between a church and a boy? Well, the church doesn't scream when the priest goes inside it.
Do you see what I'm talking about? How's that funny? I guess it might be funny to weirdos. Relatable. That's ordinary. I guess this is funny to y'all. It's so stupid. All right, so that's just like the premise of all his jokes. So let's just go, I guess, to his little stupid freaking playlist and start from let's start from the ones with like, I guess, the most views, because oh my God.
I can't believe it. I've just found out that my sister's pregnant. I'm finally gonna be a dad.
It's just so fucking crazy. Ew. Okay, so he makes ancestral jokes. These kind of jokes.
They say you have a 1 in 5 chance of living next door to a pedophile. Not me. I live next door to 2 66-year-olds.
So I called the sexual abuse hotline. Turns out it's just for victims.
What's white and black people have it? An owner. Are you okay?
What does a pulse and an orgasm have in common? I don't care if she has one.
These are the type of jokes that men make and think it's funny is actually insane. Is actually insane. And y'all over here crying and whining about the male loneliness crisis. Y'all think stuff like this is funny? Stupid. Like, I'm so... Okay, let's keep going.
What's the difference between Diddy and Woody from Toy Story? Woody goes limp when a child walks in.
How do cops like their coffee? Black with a couple of shots in it.
You ever seen an Asian pirate? They fry an aeroplane.
They fry a air... Okay. Okay. Everybody kiki cackling. All right, this is funny. This is funny, I guess. I'm just messing up a good time. Okay, anyways, let's keep going. Because they get worse.
So I named my dog Work, and everyone always is asking me, why the fuck would you name your dog Work? And it's because now I can tell people that I come into work every day.
Sorry, I'm not laughing because the joke is funny. I'm laughing because y'all are never beating the allegations. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Y'all are never beating the allegations. I'm just saying, man.
Alright, so what do you get if you put human DNA into a goat?
Y'all, I'm not even gonna finish that. Y'all are never beating the allegations. I'm just saying.
Did you guys know that apparently 1 in 3 people live next door to a pedophile?
Oh, he's saying the
But
same.
lucky for me, I know that I don't, because I live next door to this really cute 8-year-old.
Okay, so he just made like the same joke in a different version of the first compilation video, whatever he was doing, where he's spitting water out. Comments are turned off. Where he was spitting water out with his friend on that little, what is it? Probably like some sort of stupid ass podcast.
So Mum had a fight with me this morning because I was tickling my baby brother's feet. She's like, no, stop it. Like, wait till he's born.
Weird, buddy. You're weird.
So I got kicked out of school because I was caught blowing bubbles in a bathroom. Like I was 8 years old. I didn't even know you weren't allowed to blow bubbles. But anyway, I caught up with Bubbles the other day actually, and he's fucking doing really good for himself. Like he always was my favourite teacher. Alright, because I'm getting a lot of attention for my dark humour videos, and a lot of people love them, but a lot of people bloody hate them. They're all trying to get me deleted off of TikTok. So make sure you go follow me on Instagram.
So why is all of his dark humor jokes, like, well, besides the one that we just saw, which looks like it was recently posted, because these are his playlists is all from like 2021, 2022. Why do you keep making the same type of jokes? Why does it always have to do with children and abuse? Like actual abuse, like there was the cop one, and then there was like it has to be like actual abuse or racism or something like that. Which I guess, is that all dark humor? Y'all gonna have to put me on some dark humor if I'm missing. Like, am I crazy? Like, I'm probably just tripping. I have to be. Okay, let's see. He makes like every 2 seconds in these. Let's go look. Let's just go down. What's the difference between a hospital and a kindergarten? Jeez.
What's the difference between a hospital and a kindergarten? Well, if you have a stroke in a hospital, that will save your life. But as soon as I have a stroke in a kindergarten, apparently I'm a fucking sex offender. What's the difference?
All of them are about children or something. Or in. Okay, let's see. What else we got?
So I text my boss this morning saying I was sick and I couldn't make it into work. And he calls me up and he's like, mate, you don't sound bloody sick. And I was like, I'm literally in bed fucking my brother. Is that not sick enough for you?
What? It's not like I don't get it. It's just like, is this dark humor? Is this dark humor? I'm so confused. Aren't jokes supposed to be funny? Aren't they supposed to be funny? That's the thing. It's like, it would be one thing if he could do this talentedly, like, make it funny, but he's not. It's not funny. He's corny. And he's like, I just don't understand this sense of humor. It's definitely not made for a certain audience. It's made for audience like Australian boys like him. Is that y'all's sense of humor over there? Like, I'm so confused. I am so confused. And it doesn't help that I took an edible not too long ago, and I feel like it's starting to kick in. This is not...
So I just got fucking arrested for doing donuts in the Kmart parking lot. And I know what you're all thinking. Who names their dog Donuts? So I stayed at my girlfriend's house last night, but her dad's really religious and he wouldn't let us sleep in the same bed. And that was really fucking annoying because her dad's so hot.
What? What's funny? But what's funny? Is it supposed to be like a gay joke? What's funny? It's not like what he said wasn't actually bad, terrible this time. I mean, it's weird, but what's funny? In his every single one of his freaking first comments, somebody's calling him laser beam. I don't know who the heck that is, but I'm tired of seeing it.
Difference between a golf ball and my son. Well, the golf ball doesn't scream when I hit it.
That's just weird. You could say that about anything though. That's why I don't like jokes like that. When you can replace like whatever, like a golf ball with anything, like a baseball or whatever, when you can replace it with anything, those jokes suck to me. They're terrible. They're not funny. And all of his jokes are like that. I'm like, what?
What's the difference between chocolate and people? You can still buy dark chocolate.
You're a fucking idiot.
My jokes are so dark, they would literally get shot by American police. So make sure you follow me so you never miss one.
All right. I just don't get him. I actually am like, that's why no one's like, that's why I haven't seen anybody even say anything about him. But I'm sorry, I just read something and it disturbed me. He's just corny.
What's the difference between a dead body and a garbage truck? Well, I've never dumped my load in a garbage truck.
That's why they don't want y'all working at what is it, funeral homes? Didn't they? Yeah, they don't like men working at funeral homes.
Is finding out that your partner has sucked hundreds of dicks before you two met each other like a really big deal? Or is my girlfriend just overreacting?
Get this man out of my face. Like, get this man out of my face.
So apparently nowadays you're only allowed to make jokes about groups that you're already a part of. My mate Paddy broke his leg at work the other day, so I went around to see how he was going last night, and I get around there and he's like, oh mate, could you just duck upstairs and get both me slippers? Like, me feet are fucking freezing. And I was like, yeah, righto mate. So I walk upstairs and I walk past his daughter's room, and there are both his twin daughters butt naked just laying on the bed. So I was like, oh girls, your dad just sent me upstairs to sleep with both of you. And they're like, no he didn't, he would never do that, prove it. And I was like, yeah, righto. So I was like, hey, Paddy, both of them? And he's like, of course fucking both of them. What's the point of just fucking one of them?
Is these the jokes that, like, men make with each other? Like, and think they're funny, like, when no one else is around? Like, am I missing something? What's funny? That's what I'm not getting. Somebody please explain to me in the comments right now what is funny, because I'm not seeing it. I want to get the joke. I like to laugh. I want to laugh. Tell me the joke. Where is it? Is the joke in the room with us, Tim? Tim, where is the joke? I want to know where the joke is, Tim. I want to laugh. Why aren't you making me laugh? I'm getting upset. I don't get the joke. What is the joke? Oh, now we have some people who are
till the very next day. Bum, 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 ba-dum.
So I went to the supermarket and they had this special on, and he collects the trolleys.
Oh my God, bro.
I'm not engaging with that. I feel like he has to make these jokes because he's just not funny. I mean, he can't make any other, I don't know, actual funny jokes because he just wants to do stuff for shock just because he's not funny. Does he want to be a comedian? Is he a wannabe comedian? I'm so confused. He just talks about dark humor. Okay, whatever.
You won't believe this, but I used to work in a Catholic primary school, and one of the days we were in the church, and this kid was playing around out the back, and he knocked over a fucking candle, and it caught the whole church on fire. And I just looked at the priest, and he looked back at me, and I just started fucking running for it. And he's like, wait, what about the kids? And I was like, f*** the kids, and just kept running. And he's like, what? You reckon we'll have time?
He said what?
Like, what? You reckon we'll have time?
You going to jail. Whoa, 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 jail. You're going to jail.
You know, the worst part about making my wife and daughter always wear their burqa is that I'm always getting them fucking confused. Like last night, I accidentally had sex with my wife. Turn around and die. Turn around and die.
I'm starting to get irritated because I don't get the.
Be nice. I'm finding it.
So funny. You had sex with your wife instead of your child? Such dark humor. Yeah, because so relatable. I mean, that's what I see when it comes to dark humor. Isn't dark humor supposed to be semi-relatable? I thought it was.
But what do I know?
I got kicked out of the club on the weekend because I danced to all the songs. Like, they played the Nut Bush, so I did the Nut Bush. And then they played the Twist, so I did the Twist. But they kicked me out because they played Come On Eileen. Like, fuck me. I'm kidding, that's not actually true. I don't actually know if her name was Eileen.
this can't be dark humor. Isn't this just like stupid? Like just stupid humor or something? Like wouldn't you just call it that? Like I don't understand, but whatever. I guess that could be classified.
Apparently you're meant to wash your sex toys before and after using them. And I was thinking about it, and I'm like, well, that makes sense, because that's probably why priests have baptism.
I don't like this guy. I don't like this guy.
You know, I make a lot of messed up dark humor content, but there's one line I will not.
So I don't know if he's about to be serious or not, but he's saying this is one thing I won't make dark humor jokes on, and I feel like this is probably going to be a dark humor joke, and he's baiting us. Why he got Tupac and Biggie in the background? Get them. Ugh. I'm a not.
You know, I make a lot of messed up dark humor content, but there's one line I will not cross, and that's the fucking 9/11 jokes. Like, I lost my dad in the 9/11 attacks. Like,
of course.
he really was Saudi Arabia's best pilot.
Okay, I don't even really care about that one. I mean, compared to the other ones, it's just, I knew he was going to do something stupid or say something stupid. At this point, I'm not even, are we surprised? Are we shocked?
So I was sitting on the couch with my girlfriend last night, and out of nowhere, she just goes, so why'd you cheat on me? And I was like, what are you on about? She's like, so why'd you cheat on me? And I was like, well, fuck, I'm sorry, but she was just laying there naked. Like, what did you want me to do? And she's like, you're meant to do the fucking autopsy, you dickhead.
Okay, that's enough, Mr. Timmy Tim. I'm confused. Maybe, am I missing something? Is this what dark humor is supposed to be? Like, come on now. Let's look up for some dark humor jokes, because I'm not getting it, because I feel like there is good dark humor jokes.
Be careful what you pray for, because I said to my best friend, I was praying to her because she passed on. She decided to leave me here. And I said to her, why? Why did you leave me? Why did you do this to me? Like, why would you leave me here with all of this? Just life. And I did. In my prayer, I said to her, I just want to talk to you. I want to see you. I just want to sit with you. I just want to talk to you. Visit me. Come and visit me. Bitch turned around and gave me cancer. She said, you want to come see me?
I knew where this was going.
I got you.
I knew where that was going. That makes more sense, you know? I thought it was like you kind of make a joke of your own lived experiences, but I know other people, it's like, can make dark humor if it's not their own lived experience, I guess.
Hey, Mom. What's a reverse exorcism? It's when the demon tells the priest to get out of the child.
Oh my God.
Hey, Mom. What does a 14-year-old
Yeah, they okay, I guess that is. I guess it is.
pregnant girl and her fetus have in common? They're both thinking Mom's gonna kill me.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, Brian.
Okay. Well, I mean, that wasn't. At least, I don't know. That's not. Gosh, compared to what we have been listening to, it actually makes sense, you know? I don't know. Whether you think it's funny or not, it's not so like how Tim was doing it, is that he kept, like I said, with the golf ball and child thing, like you can easily when you can easily replace something, like an object that you're talking about really easily with something else, it's just, I don't think it's that funny. I just don't think it's that funny. Like I was saying, I just don't.
Hi, want a dark humor joke of the day? Perfect. What do you call... Actually, I might not do this one. I don't really like school shooter jokes, but that's probably because they're aimed at a younger audience.
Okay, see? I'm not even going to... Y'all, sorry. I think I've heard about this one. Wait, this girl, she makes a lot of dark humor jokes too. Let's do another one. Okay. That was actually kind of funny. But I don't see that even that dark, but yeah, I can see how it's dark. And she also has other really funny ones, I think. I think I saw her once. What is this guy? Why is he back on here? I think we missed this one.
What does a piece of gum and a gun have in common? Well, when you pull one out in class, suddenly everyone thinks they're your fucking best mate.
Okay. What? Oh, okay. No, I get it. Okay. He has this stupid smile. Let me not make fun of this man. His face is just annoying. His face annoys me. I'm sorry, but it annoys me. And I'm tired of looking at him. He looks like one of those cartoon characters from freaking 16. But yeah, okay. Sorry, guys. I didn't want to. I just didn't. I just came across this guy and I was just kind of confused. Maybe my dark humor, maybe it depends on the people. I just don't see I don't see what's funny. I don't see what's funny. So can somebody tell me what's funny? What's supposed to be funny? Because how is it funny? I understand like everybody's sense of humor is a little bit different and what they find funny is, is going to be different than the next person, right? But when it comes to pedophilia, I don't get it. What's funny? And the priest jokes, okay, whatever. They've been made. I feel like those are one of the common dark human jokes that I don't like them, but yeah, it makes sense why a lot of people make jokes out of them all the time. I mean, I feel like that's one of the more taboo, the most common taboo dark humor joke to make. It's something to do with a priest and children. I think that's the most I've ever heard. But some of the other stuff that he was saying, like with the video with his friend, and then he did another video by himself where it's just another variation of it, and he over here spitting out now thinking about it, he was over here spitting out his water like it was the first time he heard that before. Like, bro, you made the same joke. You made the same joke before. So it's just like, I don't like, what is the point? It's just like, I think what this guy is doing is just shock humor or whatever, and he's failing at it because he's not funny. I thought shock humor is supposed to be funny. Like, that's the thing, is like dark humor, I thought it was supposed to be funny, or at least shocking, where it's like, but what he's saying is like, it's not shocking at the sense of it's like 9-1 fucking 1. What? Please? Yeah, this man, that man right there. Yeah, that man. Yeah, that's all I get from listening to it, because it's one thing if you make the joke one time, but he's over here making several different variations of it, and I'm like, what is, like the one about the joke that he made with his friend talking about going to get his slippers and stuff. Who came up with, he had to come up that one, like, what, that one didn't even make, that just sounded like a story that you try to morph in to be some sort of sick joke. Like some sort of fictional story you thought of to put in like your little fantasy land or something. That's what it sounded like. It didn't sound, or some freaking sick corn. Oh God, I don't even want to. Let me stop before this video. This video is probably gonna be demonetized. Oh my gosh. Well, at least help me out in the algorithm, guys. This is so, like, maybe I'm tripping. I can be, okay? Maybe I'm just tripping. So let me know what you guys thought about this and his videos. And this guy, don't go over there doing nothing crazy, y'all. I know some people be getting a little bit crazy. I don't know. This guy is not, let me just say this. All right, maybe I'm tripping. This is just, I just wanted to not have to watch his videos by myself. Basically, I wanted y'all to witness that with me. Yeah. So yeah, let me know if I'm missing out on something. Maybe this is dark humor and I just don't get what's funny. Do you get what's funny? And why it's funny? Like, how is that funny? Some of the things that it's not funny. I don't know if it's his delivery. Do you think it's his delivery, maybe? Do you think it's because he has a stupid face, like a punchable? And I'm sorry, let me not say that. He's just corny. He's corny. But you guys can let me know what you guys think. And so sorry, this video is kind of unserious. But hey, I just didn't want to watch that by myself. All right. So again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.